Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 7th Annual Gauteng Environmental Research Symposium. We're actually gathered at the UJAPB campus where we gather young leaders, innovators to spark conversations, create a dialogue, but most importantly, find solutions for a greener Gauteng. I'm not alone, of course. We actually have some voices of change that we have today. Let's hear from them. As we gather here today for the GER 7, what is your vision for how research and innovation can directly influence policy and drive real change for communities on the ground?
So I've actually been talking about this policy issue quite a lot recently in terms of how policies are developed and the fact that government sometimes does these things in isolation, then wants to have a very short stakeholder engagement and then take those inputs and, see whether or not we can fit them into an already, sort of set policy. And I think what we need to have happen now is we actually need to have the academics and the civil society and businesses at large all actually developing these policies from the outset and then presenting them to governments and saying, look, we've got this particular policy document, it's already developed, this is what we need from government, this is how we see you can implement it. Then we take all of that data, we put it together in a policy committee, they discuss it, they then collate all of that data into one single policy, and then we go back to the stakeholders and go, all right, based on what you developed, this is the way that we see it being an actual policy document and being not only fundable but implementable, because a policy is really nothing if not implementable. So academia has an enormous role to play, particularly from UJ's perspective. Now that we've signed this agreement, they've got an enormous role to play in actually directing the policy and how we end up implementing it at the end of the day.
All right, thank you so much, MEC. We definitely look forward to what is about to happen next, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.